Hi. This is uncensored, uncut, empowering, standing in my truth. It's been a journey. Have I loved it all? Not at all. Is it what I've asked for, contract-wise? Absolutely. Now, anything that happens in this recording is meant to be here. Anything I say is meant to be here. This will not be edited. Simply because I don't know how to do it, and that's okay. My journey to this point, this life, has been hard. Very, very hard. Even to this weekend, last weekend, it's still coming. But that's okay, because I am so closer today than I have ever been to having the new life that I envision and I dream and I manifest every waking hour, every breath that I take. I know deep within me that I haven't done all this for nothing. I haven't lived through the trauma. I haven't gone through the pain. I haven't gone through the healing that I've gone through. To not have anything at the end. Not have anything at the end. There is going to be an amazing life for the rest of my life. I am determined to have that. At times, I feel like I have no strength, no faith. But it's only short-lived. There are times that have knocked me sideways, again and again and again. Half the time I'm not even up from the last one, I get knocked down again. But I get up. I move on. And I seeked the help that I needed to get through that. To heal from trauma, pain, wounding, conditioning. Not just this lifetime, but every lifetime I've lived. Every lifetime. Every moment, every experience, every lesson I have learnt, it is written and embedded in me. The core of me, the soul of me knows. It has only made me stronger and more determined to get there. Today I sit before you. I have turned the love, that I pushed and put on other people trying to get loved. I loved people like I wanted to be loved. Instead, I should have been doing it to myself. But that's the life that we lead. It's okay to pivot out of that, to get the healing that you need. It's okay. There's no right, there's no wrong. There's just choices that we make, lessons and experience that we need to have to evolve our soul to where we need to go. Your journey is different to my journey. It's no better. It's no less than each other. No comparing each other to one up each other. No. We're all here trying to go home to where we're meant to go. We're all here doing what we're meant to do. We all need to have more compassion for ourselves, for others. Not to condemn anybody else for what they choose to do. Have understanding and compassion. Yes, it comes with time. Yes, it will come with a lot of people for healing. To hold forgiveness in your heart for those that you feel have wronged you. Forgiveness is a tough pill to swallow. But my God, when you do swallow that pill, it frees you to no end. It frees you. It's beautiful. It's free. Absolutely free. Frees yourself on so many levels. And if any part of this video triggers anybody for whatever reason, if you want to pick and come for me, I'm used to it. It says more about you, my dear. I will send you and everybody the strength and the courage to look within you, to see why you want to tear me down. I have never in my life had bad intentions for anybody. Anybody. My heart is pure, is yours. My conscience is pure. I've worked hard to get where I am today. I wish you all well. I wish you all to get the healing that you need. Even if you think you don't need healing, everybody needs to be healed. Everybody who's walking this planet has wounding, has conditioning. If you have had it this lifetime, it's in your cellular core structure. You brought it in. You brought it in. It's in your ancestral. It's in your generational. You only got to look at history. Look at the history that we have all come from. The major ones. war. War. Like, look at the magnitude of that. The terror, the heartache, the pain, the loss, the grief on just war. Why? Why do we need to pull each other down? Why do we need to? We should be lifting everybody up. We should all be working together. I don't care what colour your skin is. I don't care what sexuality you are. I don't care what you're male, female, whatever. I don't care what you want to do in the bedroom. You go do it. You knock yourself out. You be you. Just be you. Stand in your truth. If someone has a problem with that, then that's on them. You go and you look in within you to see why you are you. Just work out why you are you. In whatever you do in this world, whatever job you do, whatever you think, whatever you do, you work out why you are you. Don't worry about everybody else. They can get on and do whatever they need to do. You might even need to go to a psychologist, kinesiologist, I don't know, go and get a third party, someone in to look, to help you. Because sometimes you go to these people to help you deal with the people that are trying to pull you down. It's not always about you either. It's about trying to survive the people that are around you. And if you notice that people that are around you aren't quite right, or not gelling with you, or doesn't resonate, or something feels off, go and talk to someone about it. It's okay. You listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut. If we all started to listen to our intuition more often, where would we be as a human race? As, spiritual beings on this planet, having a human experience. We've all done this before. We're already living the best life, somewhere on some other plane. But we need to just worry about this one at this point. We're in this one, here and now. Do the best you can for yourself and for others. Treat others like you want to be treated, but treat yourself the same way. It's time. It's time for everybody to start looking at themselves. I watch these reels on Facebook, whatever, wherever they are, they pop up. And you can guarantee that there will be at least a handful of people trying to rip that person down, because that world that they've just watched is not the same as theirs. Come on, people, we can do better than this. Okay, learn from it. This is their world, where they're showing you their world. Learn from it. Okay, so it's not the way you did it. Great. You do it your way. It's okay. You don't have to hurt that person because of that. If you can't, I was brought up with many, many sayings, but one that sticks in my mind just right now is, if you can't say anything nice, don't say it. Now, is that true for everything? I don't know. Time and a place for everything, you know. There are good things that happen out there. We don't hear a lot of it. People don't want to say things that are good. Let's change that. Let's turn it around. We need to stop living in the negative. Look at the bright side of life as well. There's always there's always a light on everything. If something dark's going on in your life, try and find some light. I know sometimes it's hard. But even if it's just, you know, you go and sit in the sun. Put your feet in the grass. Whatever your thing is. We need to make life better. Make your life better. Betterment is always better. Better is always better. Like I said, I'm not going to edit any of this. Whatever's happening now is meant to happen. I'm sending you all love. Love, compassion, understanding, strength. We can do better. And if you do get triggered or upset or want to take a reaction about something that you see, with whatever you see here, whatever I've been saying here, you know, you can, but I will just move on by and I will send you love. I will send you love, and hopefully you will get the healing that you want and need for your highest good. Like, yeah. And one day, I know you will get it. One day, you might be sitting where I'm sitting now. No, you will be sitting, not might be. I have every faith that people will start to recognize that, hang on a minute, what I'm doing is not working. I've been doing this for how long? Over and over and over again. It might be a relationship. It might be partners that you pull in. Each time it looks beautiful in the beginning, and then the cracks start. We ignore the red flags. Then each relationship you do the same with, it just gets worse. And you sit, and I'm sure a lot of you sit there and say, why? Again? Why am I here? Why am I in this spot right now? Again? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with them? Usually people don't look at themselves, they look at everybody else and try and blame everybody else for whatever situation they chose to be in. Yes, we choose it. Our body chooses it. If we're not functioning right, mentally, emotionally, physically, we vibrate at that level and we attract in at that level what we need to maybe fix. I don't like the word fix because it says we're broken. I don't think we're broken. We're misaligned, maybe is the word. Misaligned to our true core self because we're not looking at who we are. We're not looking at who we really are. We're not truth. How many times has someone said to you, can you go and do blah, blah, blah? And you really don't want to go and do it for whatever reason. But you go and do it because you think it's the right thing to do. This is how you were brought up. You were told to do something, you probably go and do it. If you don't do it, there's consequences. With probably the older generation, I'm not sure the younger generation has consequences in a lot of things they do. They're pretty blasé. We could learn a lot probably for these young ones that are coming through now. It's the thing, we learn from other people. We don't condemn them. We don't pull them down. If it feels uncomfortable, it's because you need to look at something within yourself. It's triggering. It's giving you, yes, take notice. First of all, congratulations. You have felt the trigger. Congratulations. Now what do you do with it? You don't go online and pull someone down. You don't vent. You don't go off at somebody and pull them down. You've recognized it. Congratulations. Now what? Now what you do is you go, hang on a minute. What am I feeling? Feel it. Feel into it. Go, why am I so triggered? Why have I felt this? Why am I feeling this? Why am I having this reaction? And if you don't know, go and ask somebody, a professional. There's plenty out there. And the right one will come along for you. You will vibrate with the right one for you. That's why there's plenty of them. You can choose. Open up for the signs, for the right one to come in for you. Because I guarantee this is not the first time you've felt this. And it probably won't be the last for a while. But you do get to a point where you just doesn't register anymore. It doesn't register. Like the reels I'm talking about, I flick through them now. Yes, I still get sucked into them. And pretty much I can guess what everyone's going to be saying because that particular reel has shown some particular thing. But I just move on. I actually turn it off now. It's like, no, I'm not going to get sucked in. I'm not going to engage in that anymore. I know the outcome. And I think we're all, and they're actually, like, you know, I have seen the changes come through with that as well. There are people still not liking what they see and trying to pull people down. But now there are people pulling them into line. Now they are going, hang on a minute, you don't need to say that. They're getting schooled as well. And they don't like it. Because the shoe's on the other foot now. Both parties still need to say what in me makes me want to do that. Because when we're aligned to our true core, true self, we don't really get involved. It doesn't impact us anymore. And if something impacts us at this point, when we've gone through the healing, we aren't down for very long. And we can process it quicker. We have the tools on board to do that because we have gathered them along the way on our healing journey. People have given them to us, and we can fix ourselves. So I need another word. I don't like that word fix. We can realign. Here we go. Yep, see, still I've got to watch my words. The conditioning and the way I was brought up, the way my family was brought up, it's no one's fault. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. It's just conditioning. And I really concentrate on the words that I speak, because even the words that you speak have an impact. Absolutely has an impact on you, on everybody around you, and your body absorbs it. It doesn't understand. What's the word? Doesn't understand when you are being sarcastic. It just understands the words. It just. So, for example, I might say, I'm an idiot. Jokingly, because I might have put the spoons in the fridge. Not that I've done that, but you know what I mean. This is just an analogy. No, don't talk to you. Just what you could possibly say with that, you go, now what on earth made me do that? And laugh about it. It's okay. Don't berate yourself for doing something. You're probably in your head, you're probably doing 50,000 other things. And I don't know, the spoon might need to go in the fridge. It doesn't matter. Like, it's no biggie. So make light of it in that respect. Don't pull yourself down for that. Start with you. Then it'll flow on to others. And when you see things you don't like, wherever it is, it won't be your first reaction to go, oh, what an idiot, and then want to correct that person because of that. So your words do have power. They do. Be conscious that the power that you are talking empowers, not disempowers. Empower yourself and empower others. And if you can't empower others, don't say anything. Just try and empower yourself at first. It's a practice. It is a practice. I practice that every day. And if you do say something that's not quite right, like I might say offhandedly to one of the boys, well, that was a bit stupid when you did that. And I'll go, no, I'll correct it. And I say, no, I apologise for that. You are not stupid. Your choices probably wasn't the best at that point. Can we see where maybe you could have chose better? And unpack it. Not stupid. Got to watch your words, because especially with children, I mean, no, they're not actual children anymore. They're young adults. But with the children, they take it on board, and then all they've really heard is stupid, and they've heard, well, mum thinks I'm stupid, so why should I worry about anything? I'm just stupid. Just give up. Like, I know I used to get called docile. when I was younger. No, not docile. But in that time, I thought, well, why bother? Why bother doing anything? Why try to prove them wrong? They're convinced that that's what I am, so maybe that's what I am. But I knew deep down I wasn't. I so knew deep down that I was not. So I gave them docile, pretended I didn't know anything, just played dumb. That's what kids do. You don't build them up. They won't get built up. They'll just do whatever you say they're doing. Why bother? Why argue? That's their world, this is your world. And it took me a long time to see that. It took me a while to see that. But when you do see it, the way things work out, the way things pan out, the way things are unfolding, everything that's happened, every single moment that has transpired in my life, I can now look back and exactly understand why it happened. How it happened, why it happened. And I can understand the people involved in my whole life, no matter whether it was 5 minutes I spent with them, 5 years, 20 years. You understand exactly the role that they were meant to play. And to all the people that played their role in my life to this point, thank you. Thank you for making me the person I am today, because I love this person today. I love this person that sits before you through and through. And that's something I thought I would never say. We were taught that if you loved yourself, that there was something wrong with you. Oh, how wrong. Where did that start from? That didn't start from my family. It didn't start with your family. It started generations ancestral, years, centuries ago. It's time to release that. It's so time to release that. Love. Do we even know what it is properly? At this point, sure, some may think they know. But until you love yourself, how are you going to love another? Until you love yourself, how are you going to love another? And how are they going to love you? Think about it. Until we love ourselves, How are we going to love another? Love is multi-layered. Love has many, many depths. Love is where the answer is. Love thyself. Love thyself. Love is beautiful. Love will move mountains. Do you love yourself? Or has that just triggered your wounding? It's a practice too. Every day. How many of you can stand in a mirror and say to yourself, I love you? How many have done inner child work and told that 5-year-old, that 3-year-old, no matter how old that child is, there might be a significant time in your life as a child that you got into trouble for. How many of you have looked at that young child, your inner child, and cuddled it and said, I love you? Because every time I've done inner child work, all I've ever wanted to do was hug that little child. That's right, just hug. I don't recall having many hugs as a child. For whatever reason, I was told once that I wasn't a very huggable child. I don't know, I was a child, I don't know. But I know that little child wanted a hug. I know everybody's inner child just wants a hug. I know adults, full-blown adults that I have had before me that just want a hug. Healers that I have had before me, they just need a hug. We all need that human interaction, that human touch, to be held, If you don't like to be touched, look at why you don't like to be touched. Because I can tell you, you need that hug more than ever. But look at your wounding as why you don't want that hug, why you don't want that touch. Because I can guarantee there's something there on a cellular level, on any level. If you don't like birds, for example, look at that. There's a reason. It could be a past life that you had an issue with birds and now your soul remembers, or your cellular structure remembers, and you don't even know why. You need to look at that. It may not be birds, it could be anything, spiders, whatever. If it gives you reaction, take action. Take action by looking at the true core of why you are having that reaction. Because I can guarantee you, you will find the answer. You dig deep enough in you, you will find the answer. You may need help. You may need professional guidance. You may need healing. But if it's not you, then who's it going to be? Because it then just gets passed on to your descendants. And the vicious cycle just continues. Or the cycle continues. It's not vicious. It can be sometimes, but not really. We dig deep into ourselves, we find answers to many, many things. It's all there to be read. This is looking at your shadow. Embrace your shadow. It's part of you. There is no light without shadow. If you think you can just do the light stuff and everything will be okay, yeah, it will be okay. But if you look at both and understand that there is light and dark within everybody, things will be fantastic. Once we go through it, and it can be a lonely, lonely journey. A lot of it you will do by yourself, and that's fine. A lot you will call in the right people. Your body will call in the right people. You will align to the right person that needs to help and guide you navigate this path. You cannot do it by yourself all of the way. It's a balancing act. You will know when you need to go and see somebody. Seek out somebody. It will just appear. It will appear before you, and it will keep coming up. For example, when I started on my healing journey, I kept seeing on Facebook advertisement, for kinesiology, and I had no idea what that was. all it read was something in the lines of, do you not like taking drugs, prescription drugs? And I haven't been a fan of it forever. Like, no. The strongest I'll do is Nurofen, maybe, you know. I don't think pills are the answer. It's just a Band-Aid. I don't think any drug is the answer. It's just a Band-Aid. And I kept seeing that and kept seeing that and kept seeing that. And until I looked at it closer, I made an appointment, and that sent me on my way. And the first session I had blew me away. There's no words. And every session I did was different. I never know what was going to come up. It only came up when it was ready to be healed. And I knew when I had to go and get more and tap into that. My body knew, I knew, and off we'd go. And if you're worried about the money, once you are committed to doing that, miraculously the money just appears for you to do that. I initially started 2 weeks at a time. Each 2 weeks I go, then I stretch it out to a month. Now I don't even go anymore. And I balanced that out with some psychology. I went there for 12 months or so. I don't do that anymore either. I do tap into kinesiology every now and again. When things usually on the outer aren't right, and I need to know how to deal with that within myself. It's something within me is struggling to deal with what's there. It will happen if you open yourself up to it. If you're ready to do it, it will all fall into place for you. Listen to your gut, your intuition. We all have intuition. Most of us have forgotten how to use it. A lot of us are relearning how to use it. And just because you're using your intuition, you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to be a healer or anything. I've heard people say to me, oh, but that's only if you want to be a healer. I said, no. This is to guide you through your life. If that gives you a bad feeling, get to know the feelings that it gives you when it's not the right choice for you to make. Get to know the feeling when it is the right choice, and it will guarantee to guide you 110% every time. You've just got to trust yourself. I've spoken to people, tradies, everyone that said 100% I listen to my intuition, and I go, fantastic, keep doing it. The young ones today, the ones I call the young ones, that 18 to 30, I'd suppose, the ones that I, most of them I pick up when I'm doing the Uber. %, they're tapped in. They are more advanced spiritual beings walking this planet than coming in this lifetime than there ever has been. They are showing us how to stand in our truth, whether we like it or not. Yes, they can be labelled entitled. Yes, I have labelled them entitled. Yes, I have learnt from them. And we are all and can be entitled and privileged if it's from the right intention, from the heart. Learn from those around us to empower ourselves. Learn and grow. Evolve. And love yourself. Build people up. Build yourself up. Don't tear people down. Don't tear yourself down. So blessings to you all. Blessings to you all. If you need to find out my story, my full story, there are other clips on YouTube in different sections that I have had during my life. Go check them out if you need to. They are a couple of years old. I haven't watched them for a while. I don't really watch anything. I don't edit anything. Again, I don't edit. I don't know how to edit. I grew up with no computers. One day I will edit. I don't know if I will. I like it raw. I like it how it is. I like how it just comes out. And everything that's in this, that ever happens, the noises that you might hear from outside, it's all part of it. It's all part of it. Embrace it. It's okay. So much love.